Baby, my name is Ross Mandel, and welcome to my broadcast today. We're coming to you live from Mammoth Studios in Boca Raton, Florida. We're coming to you uncut, unfiltered, uncensored, unedited. I'm so unrehearsed. And unfortunately for me, I am still under arrest. I got a lot of things to say today, so I got to get moving. You know, we're on time restraint now. But, you know, there's an urgent news flash. It just came across the monitor. You're not going to believe this. It's saddening. Eva Longoria, yes, that little Mexican princess, has just filed for divorce from Tony Parker, the San Antonio Spurs point guard, who just signed a contract for like $75 million to stay in San Antonio. A moment of silence. I'm shocked. You know, she's older than he is. He's a foot taller than her. He just signed a $1 zillion contract to stay in San Antonio. He's on the road 4 months a year. She's on the road 4 months a year. What a surprise it didn't work out. And, you know, not to mention the fact that he's French. What a shock. He's cheating. Apparently, Ava found sexting messages. He's sexting everybody but her on his iPhone. Well, you know, I have to say, a moment of silence. You know, it's sad when people break up, but anybody out there that really thinks they had a shot to grow old together, live happily ever after, you know, sit on like their little rocking chairs on the porch and say, honey, I'll have some more hot water. You gotta be kidding me. I don't understand some of these people. They had a 0% chance of going the long haul. That's my opinion. What do I know? My name is Ross Mandel. I'm 53 years old. I'm married to one woman. I got 2 kids and I live in Boca Raton, Florida. And that's that. Now, I just gotta say, who knew? Who knew Snooki was so popular? I mean, you gotta be kidding me. She's like half a national treasure. Half. The other half, you know, is more like the national debt. So many people have voiced their concern over my discussion of Snooki, and I don't appreciate her attributes. Most notably, my 10-year-old daughter. She's like, Daddy, I love Snooki. Oh, what's with me, guys? What am I missing? I mean, you know, frankly, I abused the lady. And she's done some good work. I mean, clearly, she's got a great chin. I mean, a man pops her in the face, knocks her down, and she gets right up and becomes a zillionaire, a TV star. You got to give her some credit. I just said she's not hot. So my kid says, Daddy, but I love her hair. I didn't even know she had hair. You know, I don't see her that way. And then so many of you have commented on email, on Facebook. I mean, it's crazy. Snooki, the Snookster. It's, you know, what a phenomenon this is. I mean, you know, she just acts out sexually, the slut of the shore, and punched in the face, and she's like a star. I don't know. I mean, it's a new world. A good friend of mine said, what kind of an example is this show setting for our kids? He's raising a daughter. I'm raising 2 daughters. He wanted me to throw that in. He wanted me to mention it. He's really concerned. This is America, guys, 2010. I mean, we're in the middle of November. General Motors is going public tomorrow. I just wanted to get that in. A lot of stuff going on, I gotta say. Nick Lachey's getting married. Jessica Simpson just got engaged. And I have to comment. Sex in the workplace. Apparently everybody's doing it. 17% of American workers are getting it on in the workplace. They're sex in the workplace. Now, as I disclosed, much to her chagrin, and she slapped me around for it, Mrs. Mandel and I, met at the workplace, on Madison Avenue, and we got intimate at the workplace frequently, and it led to a beautiful marriage and family and romance and all that kind of good stuff. I took a beating. I don't see my experience says, what's the issue? Where's the problem? It worked out for us. Now listen, I just can only talk from my experience. If you are having a different experience, I want to hear it. A bunch of women came to me and said, all right, I'm going to get an office job. That's true. I couldn't make that kind of stuff up. And I'm so appreciative for those honest comments because I'm coming to you uncut, unrehearsed, on it. I don't even know what I'm going to say next. I got to say this to you. I just want to say that when you don't know what to say, you talk about the weather, right? We're talking about a magnificent day today. America eats your heart out. For months, I told you how hot it was. Brutal. It was ridiculously hot for so long. Today, it's 75 degrees. It's sunny. You got a little breeze. You got palm trees. Guys got the convertible tops down. Everybody's wearing shorts and tank tops. So take it like that. Now, front page of the newspaper today, Charlie Rangel. You guys know who Charles Rangel is? Some of you don't, if you're not from New York and you don't follow the Washington game. He's a congressman from, a very important congressman from the state of New York, from the city of New York, and actually from a district that zones Harlem, up in New York. And Charlie Rangel has been there for umpteen years, which is the problem with government today. No term limits. He's on everybody's payroll. He don't pay taxes. He doesn't report income. He doesn't report properties. I mean, the guy is as violative as violative gets. You just got to look at him. He looks rebellious. He's got the crazy hair and the I don't give a shit attitude. And, he's like 80 years old and he's still running. They're still putting him in office. And he gets charged, by the media, by his opponents. They do an investigation. This is going on for years. He walks out yesterday on the hearings. Just walks out. If I walk out, they're going to shoot me. I'll be working on a chain gang like in Arkansas. I mean, you got to be kidding. It'd be like a Paul Newman movie. I mean, you got to be kidding me. He walks out. They found him guilty. 12 ethics violations. Guilty. He says, how could that be? I wasn't even there. That's a smart guy, huh? He walks out. I wasn't there. I got to consider some of this, some of these strategies for my courtroom battle. I mean, it's pretty crazy, right? I mean, he's like an Al Sharpton type figure. He didn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. They caught him red-handed. Here's the sick part. The sick part. His own people, the own members of Congress, the ethics committee. I mean, everyone's watching. They want to make sure it's straight because we all know of the corruption going on in government in Washington. It's disgusting. And so they find him guilty of 12 ethics violations. Sounds good. He says it's unfair. Look what I've done. I wasn't even there. And what's the penalty? Nothing. The worst penalty is they expel him from Congress. You and me, anyone you know, anyone I know, is going to jail, not reporting income, lying to federal officials, lying to members of Congress, breaking the law. You gotta be kidding me. This got 12 different counts he's found guilty of. Expulsion's the worst. He might get a suspension, or he might have to, in the most likely scenario, go in front of Congress and the Speaker of the House, which today is Nancy Pelosi, has to berate him a little bit and say, you're not a good guy. Look what you've done. I'm ready. I don't care. You can tie my hands up and let the Speaker of the House punch my face in. I'll take it. That's for me. I mean, I'm on federal trial. You gotta be kidding me. this lying, cheating, stealing, thieving, crook animal, you know, is going to have some woman, a congresswoman, you know, yelling at him, talk about what a bad guy is. Oh, I'm sure he's up all night worrying about it. America, can you imagine that what I'm talking about here is actually true and factual? We go to jail. We lose almost everything on any one of those counts. I mean, the jails are full. There are more Americans in jail today than all the rest of the country, all the rest of the world combined. Do you know that we have millions and millions of people in the penal system? Because it's a business, guys. It's a business being privatized. It's crazy, right? Corruption, corruption, corruption. Charlie Rangel, you know? Charles, you were a bad boy. Can you imagine? All right. I mean, Tony Parker's going to get a worse beating than Charlie Rangel. All he did was talk dirty on his cell phone. I mean, come on now. I can't take it anymore. I don't know how you feel, but I'd like to know. Ross Mandel, SSL. I'm on Facebook. And you better hurry up because I'm filling up. And I have a website, rossmandel.com. I want to hear from you. There's a poll on my homepage. I want you to vote no. He's innocent. He's not guilty. Come on now. Show up and give me a little love, all right? I'm doing this for you. Give me just a smidgen back. A smidgen. And, you know, my direct email, come on now, is ross@rossmandel.com. Double S and double L. Guys, you know, you can't all go public. I can't endorse every brand. You can't imagine what's coming in. It's like a circus. But I love to see where your heads are at. I want to know what you're thinking. I'm so grateful that you take the time out to watch this video nonsense that I put out there. And you go on your email and your text and your Facebook and you give me this feedback. It means a lot. It means a lot to me, and hopefully it means something to you. And for those of you that say bad things about me, you know, shame on you. To my 10-year-old daughter, I love you. I'm sorry, but, you know, no matter what you think, Snooki is not hot. She's definitely not a role model. Let us stay with the condom company and pitch safe sex and throw parties and continue to have unsafe sex. The situation, you're definitely a cute guy, and keep it up. Bristol Palin, are you kidding? You can't even dance. But I tell you, I dig your mom. I think she's sexy. She shoots guns and uses knives and gets elected to office, and she actually seems honest, which is a frightening thing. And she takes care of kids, and, you know, props to you, Sarah. Bristol, good luck. Brandy, you got screwed. You got screwed. And Dancing with the Stars, Derek Howe, and, you know, this dancer. I mean, what a shock they're in the finals. What a shock. They made Dirty Dancing, except they got rid of Swayze and they brought in Derek Howe, who's 100 times better. I mean, you got to be kidding me. But don't underestimate the Palins, because the Tea Party and the Republicans, they're in the game right now. I'm so grateful for your time today. I'm going to be back Friday because I'm taking off tomorrow because I'm busy branding stuff. And you'll have to just watch one of these twice. Thank you so much for your time today. It's great to be here.